I used to believe that high-value individuals were the loudest, flashiest, or the ones with the most followers and biggest bank accounts. I was completely mistaken. Just last month, I met a guy at a coffee shop. He was quiet and unassuming, wearing a simple black t-shirt, but he had this incredible magnetism. People naturally gravitated toward him. The barista's face lit up when he ordered. Strangers started talking to him. And even I found myself wanting to linger just to be in his presence. That's when it dawned on me. I was seeing authentic high-value behavior, not the fake Instagram version, but the kind that ancient philosophers wrote about. The kind that earns genuine admiration and respect without even trying. If you recognize just 3 of these traits in yourself, you're already operating at a level most people never achieve. If you don't, stick around, because I'm about to show you exactly how to develop them. Let's dive into the true signs of a high value. Person 1. You control the temperature of every room. Here's something many people miss about truly high value individuals. They don't simply react to the energy around them. They create it. When they walk into a tense meeting, they bring calm. In a boring gathering, they inject life. In the middle of chaos, they become the eye of the storm. This isn't about being loud or dominant. It's about having such powerful emotional regulation that it effortlessly influences everyone around you. I learned this by watching my mentor handle a crisis at work. While everyone else was panicking, he just sat back, took a deep breath, and said, "All right, let's figure this out step by step." His calmness was infectious, and within minutes, the entire room shifted from chaos to focused problem solving. The Stoics called this the discipline of desire, controlling your internal state so completely that external circumstances can't shake you. When you master your own emotions, you become a stabilizing force for everyone else. In real life, this means you don't get triggered by other people's bad moods. You don't escalate conflicts, and you don't add to the drama. Instead, you become the person others turn to when things get difficult. Most people are emotional thermometers, simply reflecting their environment's temperature. High-value people are thermostats. They set the temperature too. Your silence carries more weight than others' words in a world obsessed with constant noise. The person who masters strategic silence holds incredible power. High-value people understand a profound truth. Every word you speak either adds value or diminishes it. There is no neutral ground. I saw this firsthand during a heated family argument. While everyone was yelling over each other, my uncle sat quietly, just listening. After 20 minutes of chaos, he spoke a single sentence. "What outcome do we actually want here?" The entire room went silent. That one question completely reframed the conversation. The Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be like the rocky headland on which the waves constantly break. It stands firm, and round it the seething waters are laid to rest." This is about becoming that rocky headland. When you speak less, but with more intention, your words gain exponentially more impact. People start hanging on your every word because you've taught them that when you speak, it matters. Your silence creates space for others to reveal themselves, and your words land with the force of genuine thought. Low-value people are noise machines. High-value people are signal generators. They understand that in a world drowning in information, attention is the ultimate currency. Silence is how you earn it. 3. You've mastered the art of productive suffering. This might sound counterintuitive, but stick with me. High-value people don't avoid suffering. They transform it into strength. Most people treat discomfort as a problem to be solved immediately, but high-value individuals see it as information to be processed and fuel for growth. I once worked with a woman who had every reason to be bitter: a nasty divorce, a lost business, a health scare. Life had hit her hard. But instead of becoming a victim, she used each setback as a masterclass in resilience. She'd say, "Every time life knocks me down, I get up knowing something I didn't know before." The Stoics had a concept called amor fati, or love of fate, not just accepting what happens to you, but embracing it as necessary for your development. When you master productive suffering, you become unbreakable. People sense this inner strength and are drawn to it. You become someone others trust to handle difficulty with grace. 4. Your validation comes from one source only. Here's where most people completely misunderstand confidence. They think high-value individuals don't care what others think. Actually, high-value people have just chosen whose opinion matters, their own. Not in an arrogant way, but in a deeply grounded way. They have developed such a clear sense of their own values and standards that external validation becomes irrelevant noise. I have a friend who turned down a promotion because it would require him to compromise his integrity, everyone thought. He was crazy. More money, a better title, social status. Why would he say no? His response floored me. I'd rather be unemployed and respect myself than have a job that makes me someone I don't recognize. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who was a slave, understood this better than most free men. No one can hurt you without your permission. High-value people have an internal scorecard. They measure success by their own standards, not society's. They ask themselves, am I living according to my values, instead of what will people think? When you stop seeking external validation, something magical happens. You become magnetic to others because your confidence is real, not performed. 5. You practice strategic indifference. This is the most misunderstood Stoic concept, and it's what separates truly high-value people from everyone else. Strategic indifference isn't about not caring. It's about caring selectively and intelligently. It's about investing your emotional energy only where it can create positive outcomes. I learned this lesson the hard way. I used to get worked up about everything: politics, other people's choices, things completely outside my control. I was exhausted all the time, constantly frustrated, always fighting battles I couldn't win. Then I met someone who embodied strategic indifference. It's bad traffic. He'd shrug and use the time to listen to a podcast. Rude customer service? He'd stay calm and focus on solving the problem. People gossiping about him? He literally didn't engage. I only have so much energy, he told me. I'm going to spend it on things I can actually influence. 6. Your presence makes others better versions of themselves. Here's a topic I rarely hear discussed. Truly high-value people are human upgrades. When others spend time with them, they leave feeling more capable, more inspired, and more connected to their own potential. This isn't about being a motivational speaker or a life coach. It's about embodying standards that naturally elevate everyone around you. I have a mentor who does this effortlessly. After every conversation with him, I find myself wanting to read more, work harder, and be more thoughtful. He never lectures or gives advice unless asked. He just lives with such integrity that it makes you want to match his energy. The Stoics believed in sympathia, the idea that we are all connected and our actions ripple out to affect others. High-value people take this responsibility seriously. When you walk into a room, do people stand a little taller? Do conversations get more interesting? Do people leave feeling better about themselves? This isn't about being perfect. It's about being so growth-oriented that it gives others permission to grow. 2.7. You've transcended the need to win. This is the ultimate sign of high value. It's so rare that most people don't even recognize it. High-value people have moved beyond the need to be right, to win arguments, or to prove their superiority. They've discovered something more powerful: the ability to seek truth and create value regardless of who gets the credit. I watched this in action during a business negotiation, while everyone else was trying to dominate the conversation and claim the best ideas. One person kept asking, what would actually work best for everyone involved? He wasn't trying to win. He was trying to find the optimal solution. Guess who everyone wanted to work with afterward? The Stoic concept of preferred indifference applies here. Winning is nice, but it's not essential to your well-being or identity. What matters is excellence of character and effort. When you transcend the need to win, you become unbeatable, not because you dominate others, because you've mastered the only competition that matters, the one with your former self. Start with just one trait. Pick the one that resonated most with you and focus on developing it for the next 30 days. Don't try to transform everything at once. Stoics believed in gradual, sustainable progress. If you're watching this and one of these signs hit you, deep like it called you out, or called you uppy, I want you to drop the word undeniable in the comments. Let's see how many of us are walking silently in our power without even realizing we're high-value men. And if you're working on becoming one, say on the path, this isn't just a comment section.
Ow.
It's a brotherhood. Be down there reading every single one.